Yes, that's right. Finally a new part of the building, and also a time lapse, or well, a better time lapse. Now this was the first time I've used this mod. This is the replay mod, and I hope to get better with it over a course of time. Now, as you can see, I've made a door here. I thought I needed it, because before this I was using this as my exit, which just is not as pretty. Don't love it, don't hate it, it's fine. Might change it a bit later on, but for now I think it works. I do like the fact that I've chosen jungle wood. I think it works well with the background. And I've got bamboo walls, and in a time lapse these were iron blocks. I've since then changed them out to sandstone, which I think is a bit prettier. And then at the top here I have this sort of pedestal. There are now 4 ores in here: a diamond block, lapis block, gold block, and emerald block. Which, you know, that's all fine. But I also had the idea of maybe, and then in a different order than this, but maybe doing them like so, or like this, and then in a different order from here. And I think that might actually be better. I'm not sure yet. And then maybe like, I don't know, or maybe even this one already, but coal at the bottom, iron, gold, lapis, you know, because then you start getting, you know, you start at the coal phase, then you get iron, then you get your first gold, well, you know, and then you start getting into your enchanting phase, maybe a bit of redstone, then you start getting full diamond gear, and then you start, and then you get your netherite at the top. So I have to see what I'm gonna do. You know, it could be fun, could be a flex as well. But for now, I'll keep it like this, up here. As you can see, there is one more spot at the top, because I've called it a pedestal, and I have shroom light in here. I think I want to change that to a frog light, but it's fine. From down here you can't see it anyways. And up here I'm putting the egg. I think this is one of the better locations for it. If you're looking down here, and if you come from the here, you see it. If you come from any other route, you'll see it. And so I think this is a good central spot in the base. Now I originally wanted to put it over here maybe, and maybe this is the better place if I make this 7 white instead of the 6 it is now. But I don't know, just feel like putting it there, I guess. I have said this before, very briefly, but I haven't touched on it since then. The main inspiration for this base, which is also indicated by this W on the door, is Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. One of the most recognizable parts of the factory is the giant green room at the start of the factory, which I've tried to recreate here. So down here is where Augustus Gloop, I think it was, fell down into the chocolate river, got sucked up here. But what Wonka's chocolate factory is mostly, besides a children's playground, whatever, is a chocolate factory, or a candy factory, or just a factory. Which in my mind, at least, means it also has to have this industrial aspect to it, which I'm trying to create here with the iron blocks and the iron trapdoors on here. And so what I'm going to do, I am struggling a bit deciding how big I want to make it, because this is already very big. But I might go to see. So what I might do is make a few plots, I guess, where bigger farms can go, with the sidewalk around it, giving me enough space, and planning for, well, a couple of farms at least. I think I want to go to, if I had to say, to out there, you know, like no further than this maybe, or maybe there, something like that. So I am going to do that real quick. Alright, so I thought I would do more. I do have a few ideas of what I want to put here. So basically, alright, let me sleep real quick. The hallways are 5 wide. So this is the hallway, and then it turns. It at least isn't a grid system, which I like better. I like this better than the grid system. So this, as you might see, I built this around the villager breeder. I'm not sure I'm going to move it up. I think I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know yet. I also think I'm going to diverge those chests to up here, if I can do that. No idea. In here I'm going to make the stone and moss farm, which I designed on another video, so check that out. And then I have space for another farm here, maybe even behind here. Enough space. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to move this up, and then I can have like a conversion with a zombie in here, and then send them down. Or maybe I want to keep them up. I'm not sure if I like them down there. What do you have for me? Nothing. So that's the idea. That sounds good, at least, you know. So I've got a moss farm now and a stone farm in one. So it's a fairly simple design. The redstone might be a bit more complicated. But what you do is you turn this one on if you want to collect stone. It might take a while sometimes. And, you just collect stone in here. And then you turn both of them on if you want to collect moss, and then you don't even have to do anything. And see, very simple. If you want to see how I build it, I did sort of a tutorial on my in another video. I put a card to it at the end of this video, so go and check that out. I did have to change the redstone up a bit because this is tighter. The bone meal is a bit less elegant, I guess you could say. It used to be that it just distributed itself, but now I just throw it in here. You know, same principle. Really. I have not tested if this can self-sustain, and what I mean by that is, if you throw all of these into a composter, will you get more bone meal than it costs you? I will show you one thing about the redstone though real quick, if I can just get in here. So I have two upper clocks, one for the stone generator, one for the moss generator. Because the stone needs to travel 7 blocks as far, or 7 blocks to reach the last bit. Because this is 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because that's the maximum area the moss can reach. But that basically means that this one is 7 times as long. So I have this hopper clock with 4 items in. And if I can get back up here, I have this hopper clock with 28 items in it. Because, you know, and maybe I've lowered it. I might have lowered it. It should be 28, but oh no, wait, I know what happened. So yes, I have lowered it. Because it usually just is enough. Like you only realistically need 7 if all 7 in one row get turned to moss. And that just doesn't happen very often. So most times you have 3, maybe 2. Yes, you have somewhere between 1 and 3 per row. So technically you can put it on 3 times as much. That's basically how the farm works. It's not that complicated. And I'm happy I built it. Now you might see in the back here this white wall. These are bone blocks because I am building a sort of second farm. It has the same design as this, except this one is not stone. This one is also 7 white. And this one will be used purely and only for moss and to turn that into bone meal. Which is why this is bone. I'm not sure how far I want to go with this. I might stack it. I might just keep it at 1. I'll have to see how much it produces. I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. I'd say we've made quite some progress. Yeah, you know, 2 farms, 1 complete, 1 almost complete. I will just keep working on this in between the episodes. My next video will be a tutorial video on a witch farm specifically. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested in that. And besides that, I hope to see you later. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.